Hi everybody, welcome to Hearside. I'm Patrick,
And I'm Paul.
and we're here today at Dublin Comic in the Dublin Convention Centre.
Yeah, we've been wandering around the place, or we will be wandering around the place, kind of having a look at some of the stalls and everything like that. And this is also interesting. Patrick, it is your first convention, right?
It is my first convention, Paul.
And how are you enjoying it so far?
Genuinely, I'm really impressed. I have to say, the cosplayers, blowing my mind, absolutely blowing my mind. Everybody thinks that you're prepared for how much effort people put into things, because we've all seen the pictures, but seeing it in the flesh, it's like, wow, that is amazing.
Well, no, I'm really, yeah, it's been really, really good so far. So, we've enjoyed walking around, seeing the stalls and seeing some of the artists and everything like that. And
Yeah, we've got some interesting stuff coming up for you, so keep watching. We're going to have some interviews, we're going to have some walk-arounds, we're going to have maybe me and Paul cosplaying ourselves, maybe not.
are we going to cosplay ourselves or cosplay ourselves?
I don't do punctuation.
You win!
So, check out the footage that we got. Welcome to Hear Us Out. We're at the Dublin Comic convention here with Catherine Lamb, a prominent cosplayer in the kind of community. So, how are you enjoying the convention so far?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's always a good day at DCC. So yeah, very happy to be here.
And what are you cosplaying today?
This is Tony Stark's Formula One racing jacket from Iron Man 2.
Oh, it's very good. And you made it yourself?
I did, yes, yeah.
And do you make all your cosplays yourself?
Yes, it's my favourite part of the process, making from scratch.
And can you tell us some of the cosplays that you've done in the past?
I've done a couple from Marvel. I've done Loki, Pepper Potts, and more recently I've been doing more sort of 20th century film. So I've done some Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, and some from Titanic.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how do you feel that the cosplay community has grown in the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's been really amazing. I've been cosplaying in Ireland about 12 years, and seeing it grow just exponentially has been fantastic. It's gone very mainstream, and I think it's great seeing so many young people here, just having fun with it and expressing their love of popular culture. I think it's wonderful.
That's great. If you had any kind of advice for people starting off in cosplay or anything, or even just some general tidbits for them, what would you give them?
Sure. I suppose I'd encourage them to just start and dive in with whatever resources they have and whatever skills they have. There's so much on the internet, it's so easy to learn and to develop your skills. And everybody starts somewhere, and sometimes you start at a level and then you get to somewhere you'd never imagined you could. So yeah, dive in, you won't regret it.
And I guess the cosplay community is very inclusive as well, so they'd be very much like people to ask for help and stuff like that, or especially at cons as well, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, and I think people who make their own costumes love to talk details, and they love to talk about how they do things. I think people are very generous with their knowledge, so yeah, don't be afraid to approach people.
That's fantastic. And are you enjoying the con so far?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the atmosphere here is always great. It's a great venue, and just a great mix of people. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you for talking to us today. So, thanks very much. So, I'm here at the Dublin Convention Centre here at Dublin Comic Con with Trey. Trey, what are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying as Wolverine, my favorite X-Man. This is a casual Wolverine. This is like one of his downtimes. You don't see him in his spandex suits. You got the mutton chops here because you gotta be a Wolverine. I've got my claws here. Last year I was doing the Jail of Horror show in the Crumlin Road Jail in Belfast, which is back in Northern Ireland. That was like my first go in doing like something that involves cosplaying, and I played Wolverine, like a scary Wolverine in the Jail of Horror, and I liked it so much that I decided I should come to conventions like this here.
So you've only been cosplaying for a short period of time, so when did you start, like a year ago too?
It was just a year ago basically, and I love it. It makes you feel free, makes you feel like you're actually the character, you get to experience the freedom outside your other side of yourself, and it's just fun.
Hi again, it's Dublin Comic Con. I'm here with Ava and with her father Brian, which is cosplaying from Gravity Falls. So this is your first time cosplaying, right?
No, it's actually my third.
It's your third? Okay, and you're cosplaying as?
Wendy from Gravity Falls.
Wendy from Gravity Falls. That's an animated cartoon, right? How are you enjoying DCC right now?
Fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, are you enjoying seeing all the other guys around?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Is your dad going to buy you lots of stuff today as well?
No.
No. Oh, all right.
If there was any one famous person that was coming, who would you want to be here? Who would you want to meet?
I wouldn't want to meet Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
Oh wow, yeah, that'll be a great one. She's in the new Godzilla film as well now. So that'd be nice to meet her. Thank you for talking to us today, thank you very much. Cheers. Hey, we're back with Hear Us Out at the Dublin Comic Con convention. I'm here with the Joker. And what's your real name?
Martin.
Martin. And this is your first time cosplaying, or?
No, I'm doing that for a while now. It's been already like 4 or 5 years.
And have you done any other? What's the other cosplays that you've done?
Yeah, I done the Joker, obviously. Then I done the Ragnar from the Vikings.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I done Kirito from the Sword Art Online.
Wow, okay, cool. That's very nice. And do you make your own costumes, or do you do impart and stuff like that?
Well, it depends. Like, I done the Ragnar by myself. This one is party bought, party made. And Kirito was my first one, and it was completely bought from the shop.
Okay. I really like the scars you've got on your face. How long did that take you to do?
Much. It's only took me like half an hour to do the whole makeup.
Oh, wow, okay. And did you learn how to do that yourself, with YouTube channels, or did you just give it a go and try that?
I just looked at the picture and that's what I came out with,
Oh, it looks great and stuff like that. And I see that you've also dyed your hair a bit as well.
No, that's a week. I only dyed the beard.
Okay. I was just like, wow, how are you going to get that out? But that's great. You've been really enjoying yourself here at the Dublin Comic Con today.
Oh yeah, I'm always enjoying myself. Like plenty of people cosplaying, having fun. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and with the cosplay community kind of growing and stuff like that, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, there's a lot more fun people involved, or do you feel like, there's a lot more competition in ways or something?
No, the more, the merrier, That's what we do, like, the more people dress up, there's more fun in the air.
Do you have any favorites, cosplayers around the world or anything?
Well, I love all of the cosplayers, so it doesn't really matter who it is.
That's a good answer, man. That's a very good answer.
Well, I'm wandering around, taking pictures of the people, posing for the pictures, and just enjoying.
That's cool. Thank you very much for interviewing with us today. Hello, once again at the Dublin Comic Con convention. I'm here with Meg, and you are cosplaying as?
I am Snow White from Once Upon a Time, from that TV show.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And you made it yourself?
I did. It took about 2 weeks and a lot of hand sewing, but yeah.
And I'm guessing this isn't your first cosplay?
No, it's not. I'm not sure what number it would be, but yeah, I've done this for a while now.
Okay, so when did you start cosplaying?
I started in properly cosplaying, calling it cosplaying, in 2014, but I've been doing costumes all my life, I feel. So Halloween, and I did theater work, and I did costuming in theater, and so I was always interested in costuming, and then in 2014 is when I properly found out about cosplay and decided that yes, it was something I wanted to get into, and that's what I did. So.
Oh, fantastic. And I'm guessing this isn't your first Dublin Comic Con at all?
No, my first Dublin Comic Con was, I think, 2014?
One of the first
ones. The one that was out in the warehouse, up in Swords. Yeah. So that was my first one, which was a lot of fun, and I got hooked. Yeah. Basically.
Was DCC your first convention at all, or have you been to the other ones?
No, it's not my first convention. But I spent many years going to gaming conventions, and by gaming I mean board games, role-playing, and all of the rest of it, because there's a huge gaming convention scene here in Ireland. And so my first convention was actually Gen Con back in 1999. But I've been doing those for years and years and years, and then that one was the first time I did proper a cosplay Comic-Con kind of thing.
Okay, and which good. So how do you find the cosplay community? Are they very inclusive, very friendly and everything like that?
I think so, but I'm also a big believer that you get what you put into something. So I try and be as opening and welcoming and helpful to everybody who I talk to, and I'm just putting light into the cosplay community, and so I tend to find that that's what I get back, which is nice.
That's great. And do you have any advice for any new cosplayers or anything like that?
Everybody starts somewhere, and you are your own worst critic. So it is always easy to spot your own flaws, get out there, put it on, and be excited for what you love.
Okay, perfect. That's great. And are you enjoying the Comic-Con today?
I am, yeah. I've been here since it opened, and my feet are getting a little bit sore, but I honestly am having a great time.
Oh, that's perfect. And have you seen any of the guests or anything that you're excited for? Is it Spike?
Well, I'm also excited for him, but I did get a selfie with Jonathan Frakes, who was very lovely and everything I wanted. So
that's great to hear. That's great. But thank you very much for the interview and stuff like that.
Welcome.